Hi, good afternoon. Let's invite Hilda to join us. Hello, good afternoon. Hi, we're just waiting for my co-host, Hilda. She's a CZT, so she's gonna join me today. Hola. Let's try to add her again. Konnichiwa. Mhm. Check. Not sure what's happening, but let me try to re-invite Hilda. Hi, Prima Rose. Okay, inviting Hilda again. I hope it works this time. Hmm. Think there is some issue with the internet. So we're just waiting for Hilda to join us. She is going to talk about her experience as a CZT and also as a participant at CZT. So just gonna try and invite her again. As always, if you have questions for us, you can also ask us directly in chat and we'll try to respond. I think Instagram is a bit weird today, so we're still waiting on Hilda. I will probably drop her a text just to make sure she's okay. Mm, let's see. Let me try again. For some reason, she's got problems accepting my invitation. I'm trying again. There you are, Hilda. I can see that you have joined us. I've sent the invite again. Hopefully it works this time. Okay, let's try again.
Yay!
There we are. Yay!
Hello!
I was worried about you.
I couldn't get on. I saw an
Yeah,
invite, but
yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what went wrong.
I don't think it's you. I think it's Instagram because Instagram's been super weird lately.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay? Shall we
Yes, I'm
do
okay.
you want to
Just
say
getting
anything to our viewers? So we've got about 11 people with us online right
hello
now.
everyone.
And hi,
Um,
Sharon.
hi,
Yeah.
hi Sharon.
So
Oh, my hair.
we've got Barbara who is watching as well. Sharon,
Hi,
Barbara.
Babs.
Hola,
Well, my
Barbara.
name is Hilde van Ginhoven, and I'm a certified Tangled teacher since 2019. And I joined CCTAE for 5 times, I think. 3 times as a participant and 3 times as teacher. So welcome everybody, and we're going to explore some of my tangles.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
talk about
So
my
I'm going
journey.
to, so honey, can I turn my camera to my desk now?
Yes,
Are you ready to do
me
that?
too.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you want. I
That would
know,
work better, right?
yeah, I
Just
just don't want to break my camera. So I'm being really slow. I'm a bit clumsy today. Yeah. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. Do
so
you want
just tell
to guide
me.
us along? What are we doing today with the tiles?
Um, well, what we'll be doing is we're going to draw on a 3Z tile. And I am so happy to say that after years of looking, I found the right paper to create these tiles for. It's a gray tile. It's a grade 3Z, which is absent in the Centennial word, to my knowledge anyway. And I love the 3C form. And I'm gonna be working on the gray tile. And if anyone is drawing along with us, you can choose, of course, any tile that you like. And yeah, I think it works good for me when you sort of ask me questions, because when I'm
Yeah,
drawing, Debbie, I
no
sort of go
problem.
into the zone
Okay,
and
I'm just gonna take this little moment here to spread out my add to tangle tiles. So last year, I think I bought tiles a few times. I can't remember, Hilda. You probably might remember better. So I've been ordering tiles from Hilda. As you can see, they are pretty cute, and I really like the fact that you get to choose from gray, from brown, and then you have different sizes as well. So this is the mini one, and then well, I have no idea what shipping is like. Maybe you want to tell them whether they are available to buy and stuff.
um, the gray tiles are not for sale yet because it's quite fresh. I just created them. I
What
just
about these
produced them this
ones?
week.
Oh, these ones.
Well, unfortunately I cannot see what you're showing, so
Okay.
maybe you can.
I have your star tiles. You know the ones that I bought from you at Munich,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave me a pack with grays, three different grays, I think.
Uh-huh.
Brown
Mm-hmm.
and some whites. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually holding just the two gray ones and a tan one, and I think a small miniature white one. So star tiles, and I've got
Yes.
two mini 3D tiles from you.
Yes. Yes, they're all available in my web shop. And shipping, I'm not sure about shipping, especially, to the United States has
Mm.
been, quite expensive these
Mm-hmm.
days. But I work with the shipping tool, so wherever you are, the tool will calculate the shipping.
Okay. So is it easier for you to receive inquiries through direct messages then? So our viewers, if they want to buy tiles, they can write to you in Instagram. Is that okay? Or do you prefer something else or Facebook?
Well, getting in touch is always a good thing.
Mm,
That's no problem. And
okay.
there is actually on my website, as I'm Dutch, there I have a little language widget on my website in the left downward corner, and you can adjust the language of the website in any language that you have, and then everything will be translated accordingly.
Okay.
So you can take the time to read, and yes, inquiries is always good. Usually via Instagram works really well.
Mm,
Messenger I
mm,
tend to forget because all those
okay.
different social media outlets these days.
Okay.
Shall I start the drawing? Because
Yeah, I was gonna
um,
ask you if you would like to tell us what string you are using today.
I am going to use one of my new tangles as a string, which is called Whisper. And you might have seen a few things coming by on the social media. I had so much fun creating it because I'd accidentally created this one because I was trying to work on another tangle of mine, which is Chat Border. And Chat Border actually was born in Munich. Do you remember that class by Katharina about AI? And she fed AI
Yep.
a few questions, and then we
Yep.
were invited to follow those rules and create a tangle. Well, that's Chat Border. Anyway,
Okay.
I am going to start with the corner dots, as we usually tend to do, and hopefully it's visible.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to work around looking at my phone and pass my phone to draw. So anyway, Whisper. People ask me where the name came from. I have no idea.
Okay.
It was just there. And the middle. I use my pencil to create a little orb. And
Do you
I am.
do you want to honey, do you want to show us what Whisper looks like first before we put down it as a string? Because I think some of us might not know how Whisper looks like. I'm actually
Yes, of
looking at the
course,
step outs.
of
Actually looking
course.
at your step outs, but for those people who haven't seen Whisper, maybe you wanna draw it out
Yeah,
for us.
sure,
Yeah. Hi Diana.
sure.
A whole bunch of people are with us. We've got 15 people watching.
Lovely. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
So Whisper
Okay.
is, when you create something from the heart, it's really hard to explain. It
Mm-hmm.
just really makes me happy. So I
Mm-hmm.
have this orb, and then I will go and create a form like this. I'm not sure what that is in English.
Kind of like a petal or
Like a
a flux.
pencil, yes.
Kind of.
And it's quite randomly, not following any. And of course, I'm doing now using a pen because I think that will be more clear.
Yeah, me too. So do I have to have like a even or a odd number of petals or any amount of petals, or is there
Any
any
amount.
trick to this any amount? I guess you need at least three, right?
Um, no,
No?
you can even have one, because like if you do it like this, and
Okay.
you can sort of you can use it as a sort of an organic tangle. And the funny thing is when I was drawing this one for the
Mm-hmm.
step outs, it reminded me of a comic book character, uh, which had hair like this, and I haven't been able to find out which one it was. Like, this is how you can use it as like a one. So it works with all sorts of petals,
Okay.
and it doesn't really matter. Oh, this is cool. So it doesn't really matter. There's no amount of petals that you can use. It depends also on the room that you have,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
room on the tile that you have, and whether you
Yeah.
are using it as a monotangle, which I am doing right now, showing you.
Yeah.
So the next step is when you have formed the petals, we're gonna add auras, and the aura is a bit wider at the top and then becomes smaller downwards.
Ah, so I actually mistook um your step outs. Because
Oh,
in your
okay.
step outs, it looks like the aura is outside.
The aura is outside of the petals. What do you mean?
Yeah, so I'm actually watching and then I'm actually confusing myself.
Well, I do that a
Yeah,
lot, you know.
yeah. No, it's okay. No mistakes, right? Right? Yeah,
No
no
mistakes.
mistakes.
But
We're just
you
out to have
you could have.
fun today, Hilda. Right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And you might have seen me do it actually, because I think you're right. Because what you saw me do just
Mm,
previously in my is that I did go on the inside and then created another aura, which I sometimes do when I think the petal is a little bit too
ah,
wide to my
ah,
liking.
I get it
So that
now.
you you might have registered that.
I get it now. Okay. Okay.
So
Got
I
it.
am just following um, the petals, and I'm just creating, and I will keep on creating um, auras. I'll just keep on keeping on, and it doesn't really matter when you run into a previous petal. We all know the holly ball
Mm-hmm.
technique.
Mm-hmm.
You just draw behind,
Mm-hmm.
and I purposely create sort of knocks here, the knocks here in the middle, because it will leave a little room to draw. I say a lot, right? To draw gems.
Well, well, it's not an English class, honey. It's not an English
Yeah.
class, right? You
No,
can you can speak Dutch if you want.
happy.
It's just that I can't speak back. So
Oh, dan gaan we even in het Nederlands.
yeah, if you
Hi,
want to speak
Suzanne.
Dutch, yeah, if you want to speak Dutch, you can go ahead, and then maybe I can try and speak Mandarin or something.
Yeah, Suzanne came online. Suzanne is Dutch. Hi, Suzanne. She was in my class last night.
Mm,
The Centennial Cafe. We run the Centennial Cafe every Monday night.
okay.
So you keep on keeping on,
Mm-hmm.
and when I feel that like a
Mm-hmm.
petal is a little bit too wide, I will create another aura on the inside, and I can't explain what too wide means.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like
it's different for everyone also. Like it's
yes,
just you just know it, right?
yes. It's
Yeah, it's
like
kind of like
you can't
your
explain.
intuition. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. It's instinctive.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is actually the base. You could say that this could be a string as well, and
Mm-hmm.
the embellishments uh, are varied. Now I'm going to create gems. It's like the same thing that you can't explain why you do or you don't like yellow, right?
Mm.
Some people really don't like it, and I have it on my wall in my studio.
Even my cat likes yellow. Do you know that? So I don't know anyone who doesn't like yellow. Well, at least I haven't met them yet. Everyone I know likes yellow. Even my cats. I'm serious.
So do you think this would be enough to show you what Whisper looks like?
Yes, I like it a lot. Actually, I like it a lot. So how do
Ah,
we
there is someone.
oh
There is someone who doesn't like yellow. Just commented.
oh I can't see it.
Oh,
Uh
okay.
yeah, so this thing about Instagram sometimes not all the comments appear at once. and sometimes they are late. So well, it just happens. Don't worry about it. So, honey, how do I put Whisper onto my 橘力桃?
Well, since we have not so much room, I would
Mm-hmm.
like it to be smaller. So I am drawing the little orb, and I want to have a petal here, a petal here, and a petal here.
So your orb is
Because,
in the center?
yes,
Okay.
sort of.
Does it have to be big, your orb?
No,
Okay.
it needs to be any size that you would like it to be.
Okay. So you're doing this with a pencil, right?
No, this is with my black and blue micron.
Ah, okay.
That
So then I'm
that
slow.
happens
I
that
need to
happens
catch
to
up.
be my favorite color. Do you remember when I met you, like 5 years ago, I think it was? And I was thinking about CCTAE, and I just can't remember how I found it. What I do remember is that I had trouble pronouncing 7 forests, 5 rivers,
Mm-hmm. It's
and it
okay.
took me.
Just say 7F5R or something. Or just say your studio, and I'll know what you mean immediately.
And yeah, I don't remember when I found 7 forests, 5 rivers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just
What
look
I do
at
remember,
let me just look at the questions that I have prepared. Yeah, so I think she's really quick. Hilda's really quick. She's already started answering the questions that I haven't asked. So Hilda,
yeah.
how did you find out about CZTAE?
Oh, you asked me that before a while ago, and I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was
I gave
online. I
you
was
the
online a lot.
answers to prepare, not to stress you out, honey.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It must have been a Facebook post, or
Okay.
um, I was on Facebook quite young, so it must have been
Hmm.
on Facebook, or
Okay.
and I probably saw. Um, I remember us talking about um, how it was before internet, and how Maria Vennekus, a Dutch colleague of ours, found Centengle, and she went to do the training in America at the kitchen table at Maria and Rick's. And I asked her,
Okay.
how did you find out? Because it was all so different then. So anyway, it
Yeah.
must have been a post. And then I think I saw a post, because you always write so eloquently. I saw a post about joining CCTAE as a participant. And it just resonated with me right away. I thought, oh, that must be really fun, with um, getting taught by, I mean, all the classes. I think it was 25 classes in the beginning, or was it 20 classes? I think I first joined in 21, I think.
Yeah, we had two editions in 2021. We had the spring and then we had the autumn. Because all of us were still affected by the pandemic. Some of us were under lockdown still. Do you
Hmm.
remember? Yeah. It was
Yeah.
yeah. So that year we had two. That's the only year that we have two. I nearly died around the world. I
I
don't think I will
remember.
ever have two at the same time again. I value my life too much.
But I think your enthusiasm took over.
Uh,
The mentally healthy logic.
uh, yeah, but I think for my bodily health, so we're talking about mental health, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for my bodily health, I don't think I can do two in a year anymore, at least. In fact, now once a year also, it's a lot of work, and
Mm-hmm.
the pandemic has caused so much to change in the
Mm-hmm.
world. Um, Costs of everything has gone up, plus the wars, both wars have contributed to everything being so expensive as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really expensive to run an AE event.
Yeah, I can imagine. But you do also donate a lot to
Mm.
good
We
causes,
we
right?
donate a lot. Yeah, as a community, we donate every year. So we try our best. But because the cost is so high, it means that we are donating less, and we are like paying for more to DHL rather than donating
Mm-hmm.
more. So that is something that we need to consider as well. Yeah. Okay, honey, how's my Whisper doing? Oh, can you see my screen?
No, I can't see it.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I have a whisper that is drawn in the center of my 3Z like yours, but
Mm-hmm.
mine is a bit um not so nice as yours.
Everyone draws
Yeah,
different.
it's
Actually,
true.
mine is not the same as what I usually draw.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No
so
mistakes.
we're going to add some embellishments,
Okay.
and what I always love
Mm-hmm.
is to work with black and white, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the sort of Banzo way of shading on not the first aura, but the second aura, and um, because
Second
I do
aura.
want to have second aura, yes.
Okay.
For some reason, I like that better, which is like an intuition thing again.
Oh, I see that Midori Furuhashi has joined us. Konnichiwa.
Ah, hi, Midori.
Konnichiwa. So
And then
I like to call Midori super grandma. Yeah, super grandma.
it
So
it
she
was so
is a
lovely to
super
meet her.
woman. Yeah, super grandma.
So I'm going to skip one aura and then do the same shading.
So when you first joined AE, aside from the fact that we were donating money, right, every
Mhm,
year, what
mhm.
resonated with you? Like what else had an impact on you?
Well, at first, of course, because it's been 5 years now, so I know a lot more now about CCTAE than
Mm-hmm.
than then. But what I found really wonderful was that you got to do like 25 classes,
Mm,
25 classes, and learn new techniques. Because, like, when you start as a CCT, I think it was 1 year into my business,
mm-hmm,
it's quite overwhelming,
mm-hmm,
quite overwhelming. I mean, you can do the course
mm-hmm.
and you can think, oh, it's lovely, I'm going to teach. And then you're going to actually teach, and you find out that it's quite challenging. Hi,
So you
Midori.
so you're saying that when you do the certification course, you think about teaching, and then when you actually start teaching, then it's difficult.
Well, I wouldn't say difficult, but you run into all sorts of
Okay.
challenges. And for me, like um, how can I put this? Um, as a new teacher, I mean, I don't have a background in teaching or art, right? So, I
Okay.
mean, I was trained in graphical drawing, when I was younger,
Okay.
but I do not have like a teaching degree
Mm-hmm.
or like some of our colleagues have like heaps of years of experience in art, like 30 years, or are artists, or, so they have a distinct. So when you don't have that, I mean, that is my perception. If you don't have that background, it's quite challenging, to come up with classes, to think of, how does a teacher act? How do you do this? Where do you do it? So there's all sorts of questions where you run into if you want to start teaching. And
Mm.
and and just the thought of being in a community, which CCTAE was, because it was in Thinkific
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot of information and you could connect. I don't remember if the first time there was a line already. Was there a line?
I
Or
think
did you
in
connect on it?
2021, we were on WhatsApp, I think, in 2021. Because after that, Facebook changed their security thing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So we were all like scrambling to find something else that wasn't owned by Facebook
Mm-hmm.
because people were leaving Facebook and Meta.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to give Meta their data, their personal data. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people left Facebook products like WhatsApp and things like that. And so we had to switch to Line after that. But I think the last year we were in Line, in WhatsApp was 2021. If I'm not mistaken, this feels like ancient history, honey.
I know. It's really a long time ago, isn't it?
Yeah. Have we really
So I guess that,
known each other that long? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
was it was fun. I mean, in the beginning, it was just fun to do the classes and to get in touch with other colleagues.
Yes.
But then I think the teaching changed a lot for me when you asked me to
Mm.
apply to be a teacher, which was quite. That's when my enthusiasm took over from my logic. Of course, I want to do that. But
I
then
think also there's a learning curve, right?
a steep one.
Yeah. But once you
Yeah.
overcame that learning curve, I think you gain a lot of confidence.
Yes. Yes,
Mm.
and that is why, because I know that there are a couple of CCTs are listening, also
Yeah.
Dutch CCTs, and I think joining as a teacher
Mm-hmm.
made the whole difference for me.
Okay.
Apart from our friendship and all the stuff that we spoke about during the years, um, it was a learning curve on how to create a video, how to
Mm.
create a handout, how to introduce yourself, how to keep it simple. Also, I didn't keep it simple. um, I remember you telling me, like, the first class that I did, it was wonderful, but it was much because
Yeah.
I wanted to prove, that I could do it. And I think that might also be because I don't have like a training
Mm.
in art. So
I think also that when you are really enthusiastic, you want to give everything that you have. You understand what I mean?
uh-huh,
Because you are really excited, right, about the whole
hmm
prospect of teaching. And at once,
hmm
you want to give all that you have. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that as the student, it's going to be difficult to have so many things in one class or in one cow. Do you know what I mean?
hmm
Yeah.
hmm
It's not but it's not a
yeah,
bad thing. I never saw it as a bad thing, you know? Yeah.
I'm going to add some orbs in the petals. No, but I mean,
Hmm.
I thought I lost the videos. I just found them yesterday, so um, you don't have to
You
look
mean the
for
old
the
videos?
yeah, the old videos that I used for Starry Night. And I think I'm really
I
proud
like
of
the other
myself.
one, the one that we did a labyrinth. Do you remember that one? And then we had the fragments, and then we had them as tangles, and then they evolved. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was my favorite
the
one from you,
the
honey.
the morphin,
Did I ever tell you that?
the labyrinth. No, no, it was
Okay, yeah,
so much fun to.
but that was my favorite one. That was my favorite one that you ever did. Of course, I haven't seen this year's one yet, so
Mhm. Well, I just sent you the videos the other day,
yeah.
and I had a lovely because I'm doing a bonus video, which I'm using the Lindy's Magicals for.
Okay.
And unfortunately, one of the shakers was broken on the inside. So I opened this little shaker, and the color just went everywhere. And it's all
Right.
in the video, so that's gonna be fun.
So actually, you already answered my third question,
Oh,
which is what inspired you to become an instructor? So,
well,
I, honey, it's okay.
I
I
think,
will. Do you want to answer it now? Okay, I'll ask it again then. What inspired you to become an instructor at AE subsequently?
well, I guess, I think the first time was more bravery because I really wanted to learn more and to feel more
Mm-hmm.
confident. Um, and CCTAE does provide that, you know. I mean, it's
Okay.
like a soft and, you know, like I also said that in one of the videos that for the next one, you and your team, you know, you just are a very solid base where people can learn from, and I think I'm not sure. I mean, I am so proud of you and your team,
No.
how you are able to create such a environment where you feel the confidence to do stuff that you never did
Well,
before, which is actually,
I have a secret. It's not me. It's the community that we have, and all the
yeah.
people that come and share their ideas, like
Hmm.
Oswaldo, like Midori. Um, so in a way, this is something that doesn't belong to me,
Hmm.
because if it really only belonged to me, it would have died a long time ago.
Hmm.
Yeah. The fact is that CZTAE is around because of all um, everyone's contributions has made CZTAE come to this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's not one
Hmm.
person, it's not me, it's not Susan, it's everyone's collective effort. And I
Hmm.
think that alone makes AE quite unique in my eyes. The fact that it belongs truly to the community.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I can represent, but then and I can organize, but at the end of the day, the true ownership of what AE stands for is much
Hmm.
larger than me, and it's always been like that for me in my eyes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're
Mm,
saying.
yeah.
But in the end, you are the organizer and basically the person um, who I don't know how to say this in English.
Yeah, I'll say it in Dutch, then maybe our Dutch friends can help you. 'Cause I can't. Oh, honey.
I think you are the oil in the machine, the oil in the machine, right? So there is a community which you could say is like sort of a machine, like a machinery.
Mm,
I mean, and then
okay.
you are the oil that, you know, and the glue that gets, you know, that keeps everything together, right?
Mm, okay.
Hmm.
Mm. Um, just before I go on to the next question, right? Can
Mm-hmm.
I ask you a question about our tile? So I have this gap. I have my orb and I've got three petals. I know you can't see my tile, but
Yeah.
I've got three petals that
Yeah.
came out from Whisper. But in between the
Uh-huh.
three petals, I've got three spaces.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yes.
do I?
I was actually just That's actually what I just
Okay.
wanted to tell
Mm-hmm.
you. Like you can create another orb, but I wanted to create a tangle of yours, which is and I keep writing it different wrongly, but it's Dixie
Don't
or
worry, honey. No
Ditski.
mistakes. Okay, maybe
Ooh,
maybe
there's a
just
petal.
remember my cat's name. So my cat is called Dixie,
Uh-huh.
and this is her tangle, because she's all over the place like this tangle.
And it's so cute behind.
So is that what I'm gonna do? Draw Dixie as well? Okay, I will.
Yes.
All right.
And when you said, maybe another tangle, it's kind of crowded.
Well, we still have time, so we can always move on to your next tile or something if you want, or the back of this tile or something like that. Wow. Well, the thing that makes A special in my eyes is the fact that we have people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have instructors from all over the world. Although
Mm-hmm.
I am the organizer, the fact is that if nobody wants to teach or nobody wants to come, there can't be an AE. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truth. No matter how you see it, it's really all of us coming together that makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not mine. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it ever was mine.
Can you tell us again
Hmm.
where the name Seven Forests, Five Rivers comes from?
So a long time ago, my husband and I, we wanted to sell water, bo- bottled water. So
Mm-hmm.
we thought about having a name that had the word river in it because it's water, right? And then you want it fresh and you want it flowing. And so we thought that a name with a river in it would be nice. And then we came upon a Bible verse that talked about trees being planted by the river and always being fruitful in every season. So even
Mm-hmm.
when the drought comes, the
Mm-hmm.
tree is still safe because it's planted by the river. So there's still provision, there's still water, there's still nutrients for the tree because it's
Mm-hmm.
by the river. So that name stuck with us, and the Bible verses stuck with us for a long time. So we had the
Mm-hmm.
company, I think 2015 or 2016, we had the company and we kept it. And then when it became time to start the studio, we actually wanted to change the name. We considered it too long for an art studio, the name. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, how many syllables is that? So we thought of changing it up, but we couldn't think of anything else. Do you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it just stuck. And then years passed and it's still Seven Forests, Five Rivers. Um, we have grown a lot in terms of our offerings. So we have
Mm-hmm.
an online school. We shut the physical studio. We have an
Mm-hmm.
online school. We have an online shop.
Mm-hmm.
We sell books. We have a book. Um we just decided that it was easier to run it without a physical shop. So because of the pandemic and everything, right? So that was
Mm-hmm.
how it evolved. And now that we've had it for so long, I don't think we are going to change the name right now. Does that make sense? Like, we passed the point already.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So shall I ask you the next question, or do you want to ask
Yeah,
me something?
no, that's fine.
Okay, so I actually have the question here. It's what is something important, right, that you need to tell people who have never heard of CZT AE? Is there something important that you want to tell people about AE? And
Well,
this is entirely unique. So I've asked a few people this question, but
mhm,
everyone will have a different answer. So
mhm.
what's the thing that you feel is most important to tell?
Well, what I find really unique. Let me think 2 seconds. If I look back, as a participant,
Mm,
you learn just a lot of good stuff, and you learn new techniques. You learn, how people teach.
mm,
You can connect to others. You can ask for help. Um, but when you start teaching, um, I guess that, for me, as someone with my
mm,
background, it was just um, unmistakably a source of, learning how to do stuff. And what I find is amazing that, if you, because when I think in
mhm,
the beginning, I had a hard time coming up with classes. You sit down, you have a class, or you want to teach a class, and you have to think of, what am I going to do? And you know, if you join CCTAE, you have all these classes who are that you can reteach. So
mhm,
all the classes that you have within the CCTAE, you can reteach. So like you can contact the CCT who
mhm,
gave the class, and say, oh, I really want to reteach, and then they'll probably say, oh, that's amazing. And you can ask questions about the class, and then you can reteach ever
mm,
which way you would like to do that. And which is a great resource of, you can how you can start a class, how you come up with tangles, and what I found
mhm,
is that if you're doing the classes, it will start a creative process in your own head, because like what we
mm,
learned at Centengle with
mhm,
reteaching, it would be lovely to, add something of yourself,
yeah,
and that creative process. It's so funny because after all these years, and I realized that the other day,
mhm,
um, I don't have that much trouble anymore to think of classes. I just sit down, and I mean, I teach weekly, which helps. I think that, the saying, creativity comes, but it needs to find you working, right? So you need to be into drawing to create, to start a creativity.
mhm.
I just now these days sit down and I teach weekly. So a day before,
It's
I'm sitting
kind
down and
of like
thinking,
a
oh, what am
flow,
I?
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's kind
it's
of like a flow. Yeah. So once you have the momentum, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's easier to keep going once you get started.
Yes, and especially, I mean, I don't think I'm alone in this, but especially because I am someone with quite some anxiety on all different levels. Um, it's like sometimes I'm a little bit insecure, sometimes I'm afraid that I won't be able to think of a class and all that stuff. And it's
Mm,
all mental, of course. But I think I went over a threshold, and I am not in that place anymore. I used
yeah.
to I used to I used to talk to other people a lot, what will you do? And, ask for advice or ask for suggestions or ask for anything. But I don't do that as much anymore, because I think I stepped over the threshold and I think that CCTAE is a big part of that, um, because you just learn a damn lot, right?
Mhm. And also, I think
So,
you build a lot more friends when you ask questions and when you contact them about reteaching. You are
yeah,
actually promoting them. You are actually cross promoting them, right? You are
yeah,
actually engaging with them, their
yeah,
content,
yeah,
and you are actually giving them your respect in different ways as an artist, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So this is why I say that AE doesn't belong to me, because I think the back and forth between each person and the other participants is entirely up to you. I mean, you could do CVTAE and then not talk, right? It's your
No.
choice. Yeah. I mean, some people choose to do CVTAE entirely by themselves without talking to anyone. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how maybe some of them are like some of them have social anxiety, some of them don't want to socialize anymore, or they are like out talked at work. Work is too busy, they deal with too many clients, too many students at work. Some of them teach, some of them are nurses, stuff like that. So then they come to CVT and AE and they actually don't talk, which is also legit. Like I think there are all different kinds, and we're all
Mm-hmm.
able to choose what we do. But if you do talk to the people that are actually part of AE every year as instructors, you'll
Mm-hmm.
find that they are really generous. I think
Mm-hmm.
you will probably back me up when I say this. They are really generous. They are the most generous bunch or
Mm-hmm.
people that you will ever meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's funny you would say that because uh, I think a defining change for me came like about a year ago, because I was dealing with health problems and I wasn't able
Mm.
to be part of the 24 version of CCTAE, and
There
then
wasn't one,
somewhere,
honey.
oh, there
There
wasn't
wasn't a
one.
2024. Yeah, there wasn't a 2024, honey.
Oh my God! See, that's how I
The
am.
last the last one
Um,
was 2023. The last one was 2023.
yeah, I
And
was part of
you
that.
were there.
Oh,
You were there.
yeah, I was part of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, but what you just said, it really, I guess
Mm-hmm.
I did a lovely summer course last summer, 6 weeks every Wednesday night, a class, and I was really, really happy that I had a good attendance. I mean, not like CCTAE, but
Mm-hmm.
and there's people who would buy the classes, but never be live on the computer, and it just I don't know, it just boggles me really, because I was in my class last night. We were talking about that, because I'm going to give another summer course this year.
Yeah.
um tends to, I mean, I never go on a summer holiday because of my skin disorder, and I don't want to be in the sun. I can't be in the sun too much,
Yeah. Yeah.
so there's really no point for me traveling in the summer. Um,
Mm.
so what was I gonna say? Yes,
Well, you
because
could go to
because
Australia in the summer. They have winter in your summer. I'm
that's a
sure
good one.
Diana, I'm sure Diana would love to have you. If she's still here, Diana. Yeah. You need to meet Diana. She's really lovely.
Which one?
Diana Gibson, our instructor.
Ah, right.
Yeah, you
Ah,
need to meet her at some
right.
point.
Oh, that would be lovely. I
Yeah.
always love to meet. Well, that's the thing that I was saying last night because the participants last night asked me if it's going to be live. Well, I said no, I'm not going to do it live in my home,
Right.
but it will be online. And then they were happy and said, and then I realized, and then I said, you know, video classes are amazing, but I really love the interaction, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
really, I really love to be, you know, because people have questions.
Yeah.
I am not the type to, hence the 240
Right.
video classes I have on my computer
Right.
um,
Well,
that I
let me
bought over
just
the.
let me just say hi. Rashmi just joined us, our other
Hi,
instructor. And Diana says,
Rashmi.
so Diana is still here. She says, yes, that would be fabulous. She wants you to visit her in Australia. So you go when it's too hot for you, and then it'll be cold enough, I think, in Perth. Hopefully cool enough, not cold enough. I don't think it snows in Perth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Perth near Canberra or
No, 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 it's on the
is it
other side.
in
Western
the other
Australia.
side?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, Rashmi.
I I
So
hope you're
anyway, are
feeling
you ready
better,
for shading,
Rashmi.
honey?
Sorry?
Are you ready for
Sorry?
shading?
Oh, I've already shaded. I'm sorry. I've got okay, so I've got chalk pastels, soft pastels, and I've
Oh,
been shading the
lovely.
life out of my towel
Okay.
um with
So
blues and
then
purples.
uh, I work with the Faber-Castell
Mm-hmm.
graphite mat these days. I do you remember I never used to want to shade in the beginning. I had a really
Mm,
tough time
mm.
shading. And these days, well, that's basically why I called the class that I'm teaching now, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
It's perfect, honey. I like
Why?
that.
You didn't know?
No, I knew you didn't really like shading to begin with. Um, but I didn't know that this current class is because of that. I mean, I know the
Yes.
title of the class. I mean, I had to write the title a couple times, but I didn't know that you were naming the class because of your predisposition against shading. So
Yes.
the Diana is saying Perth is west coast on the Indian Ocean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely try and arrange something one of those years, Deanna. I would be happy to visit you.
Um,
But
Rashmi, are you feeling better? So Rashmi has not been feeling well lately. So it's nice to
oh,
see you online, Rashmi. Yeah. Well, a couple of our instructors have not been feeling too great, so I've been really concerned about some of them. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Well,
health is
health is
something that we
really
cannot buy.
important, right? Yeah.
Yeah, health is something that we cannot
Yeah.
buy.
And Hilda and I, we are first hand at this, right? Health is important,
Yes,
right? Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few autoimmune immune diseases, and I've been looking into some of the things that Nina has been telling me, actually.
Mm, mm.
Uh, Um, so that is another valuable part, I must say, is
Mm-hmm.
that, you get to know people, and with
Mm-hmm.
some of them you feel like a clique, and you
Yes.
become really, really good friends,
Mm-hmm.
which is what a lot of people don't know is that
Okay.
am sort of really, I'm sort of really, I can have my loner moments, my Einzelgänger moments. And CCTAE has really been part of like a process of showing myself more
Mm.
and becoming friends and do stuff. Uh, I'm going to Canada in April, and I will
Oh,
be teaching at the Spring Fling. I will be teaching at the Spring Fling. Woohoo!
that's great. Will you be also checking in on your relatives who live
Yes.
in Canada?
Yes, better yet, I'm going to travel because at first we were going to the US because my stepdaughter is an au pair there, but she decided she wanted to come home. She's homesick, so
Yeah, you
we
told me
decided
that.
to,
Yeah,
yes, to
yeah,
rearrange our flight, and we're
yeah.
going to take my 90-year-old dad
Wow.
to see his brother.
Well, that's a big project.
Yeah,
That's a big
yes,
project.
that is,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, that is a big project, but you know, it's quite exciting. I mean, my uncle is 86, so I'm really, really wondering how that's going to pan out. Um, yeah, so we'll be traveling and seeing family for about 2 weeks before we go to Elora. Hey, Ashti! Hello,
So
hello.
Rashmi is saying she hopes we are doing well as well. I'm glad you're feeling better, Rashmi. Shingles can be very painful. Hi, SB. That is great, Hilda. We have about
You-
16 people with us
That's
online.
amazing.
Yeah. What time is it with you now? Really early in the morning.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning,
Okay,
10
that's
a.m.
not so bad.
I never realized that we have uh, that we had so much time difference.
Why?
I was actually talking to Barbara yesterday because I wanted to ask her if I could send her something to give you, but she's already in Singapore.
Well,
So
she's
I will
been
send it.
here. She's been here. I think this is the third week. She arrived just before Valentine's Day, and we've been just working. I think this is her probably her most boring holiday ever, because all she does is watch me work. I mean, and then when I can, I take her out, but then sometimes I just can't because I'm running both events this year, so it must be so boring for her. Okay, Rashmi
But,
has a
but
question for you, Hilda. Are you going to Zen again too?
no, I'm not because I will not be in the US this year,
Mm.
so I won't be. Oh, thank you, Ashti. Ashti is such a lovely friend. It's an entrepreneur as well, and she creates stickers, and she has nothing.
Mm.
She's not in the Centengle world, but I
Yes.
met her during. Uh, I'm.
Not in the
Oh,
Zentangle
Ashti, did
world
you
yet.
hear that? Did you hear that, Ashti?
Yeah, let
No, she's
Hilda convert
actually.
you. Let Hilda convert you. Yeah.
I met her on a day for female entrepreneurs, and
Oh.
we've been following each other for a while. And now she's changed for her business to hi, Lena. She changed her business to she creates stickers, and now she will be working on leather and making
Wow.
beautiful covers for leather.
Wow.
And yeah, it's amazing. You should all check her out. HD Creations. I think she does a little bit of sticker making. And her father is also, I don't know the word, een leerbewerker, a leather worker. No, that
Ah,
sounds really awkward, doesn't it?
no. Why?
A leather worker.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, you call when they say you work with metal, you're a metal worker. So leather, you work
Oh,
with
that's
leather, you're a
true.
leather.
That
Yeah,
is true.
yeah.
Oh wow, it's just how so amazing to work on the gray, right? Because
Mm,
the
mm,
shadowing is so amazing.
mm.
So I'm preparing for a very, very big fair
Okay.
And it's my first one. I was supposed to do it a few years ago, but I couldn't because of my health.
Right.
So yeah, it's the European's biggest creative fair,
So
and I will
actually,
be doing
honey, you know something? You actually
what?
answered all the questions. So my fifth question, you also answered already. So we actually
Oh,
have
okay.
time to talk about your fair. Do you want to talk about your fair?
Oh, well, for the Dutch people here, for the Nederlandse mensen, artisan. Oh, her dad is a leather artisan and does everything
Ah,
by hand. Yes, and she is working with him in his business right now.
mm,
So Yuki Tangle says she can't watch. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Instagram
yeah.
has
Well, I'm
his own.
trying to make sure that I can upload to YouTube after this, so I will try and put the recording up. So last round we had a lot of problems with Instagram, so I've begun to record my screen as well. Otherwise, if we
Hmm.
lose it, we lose the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the touch with the white jelly roll is also always amazing.
Mm,
So for the Dutchies listening in, ik sta op de Creado 11, 12 en 13 april. 11, 12 and 13 April. Uh, I will be doing workshops, the basics and tangle methods, and map tangling will be part of it. And I will be using my new tiles, and I will be preparing them with either Ecoline or Viviva color sheets. It's going to be fun.
So when do you go over to Spring Fling? Is it later part of April then?
Yes,
Right.
the spring fling is the beginning of May, the first week of May, I think, the 8 May, 8, 9, 10.
Mm,
And we are going to because we were organizing the trip based on the holidays that my stepdaughter had.
yeah.
But since she is oh, Ashti is on the Creado as well. Yay! Gonna see you again. Lovely. Sorry. Um, but now she's coming home, but we already booked our
Uh,
flight and it was really
ah,
expensive to sort of shorten,
yeah.
well, you know how KLM is. I will have better experiences than you with KLM.
Oh, I was
So it was
on
quite
Air
expensive.
Canada the
Oh, it
last time.
was on Air Canada. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so we are going to have a like when we take my dad, we're going to Ontario,
Mm,
Kingston, and maybe see two cousins of mine in Montreal. So we're gonna drive from Toronto to towards Montreal, and
right.
he really would love to see some spots in oh, Miriam, thank you. That is so lovely.
Hi,
Do you
Miriam.
want to, if people will post, will you want them to use a hashtag or?
Oh, just use the CDTAE 2025 hashtag. Yeah. Do you have a hashtag you want them to post to?
Uh,
We can do
uh,
two, I guess. Not a problem.
uh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't have a specific hashtag. No, that's fine. I am
yeah.
just
I'm quite
really
happy.
grateful.
Yeah.
I'm just really grateful for my new tiles. And I have so many versions. This was actually inspired by Carla Jora. She
Mm,
said, you really should have a diamond shape, and it's really a lovely shape as well. And this gray one will also be in a Zendala size,
mm,
and because some people find this gray a little bit dark, and prefer the lighter shade. So it's all going to be hopefully before my trip, but I can't promise. I'm going to be preparing the big fair, so I need to take care and have a little bit of downtime sometimes. You know about that,
Yeah,
right, Debbie?
yeah. No, I agree. Don't kill yourself, honey. We need you.
Maybe it would be fun to show you how, or show the people
Yeah, yeah.
how easy it is to create a gem.
Go ahead.
I love gems. Do you?
Yeah, I've got two tiles now. So I've got my Renaissance 3Z, the one from Zentangle, and I've got a mini egg to candle craft 3Z. You know the mini ones that you get
Mm-hmm.
that I bought from
Mm-hmm.
you last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've got
Mm-hmm.
two tiles now with gems. Did I
With
already say that?
gems. Oh wow. I wish I could see it.
Well, I'll send you a photo after I'm done.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love to play with color as well. I really love. I mean, I had to buy, of
Mm.
course, the um, the Lindy's Magicals because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to create the class, right? And I just love this Klimt kissing colors.
Ah,
Really
okay.
amazing. Really
It's a
amazing.
very good set. I think you know what
Yes.
I mean. The set is
Yes.
really good. Like the colors that we are giving. So she's talking about um the pack of Lindy's that we are going to use this AE, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so every AE we give away a sampler set of magicals so that you can try out the new colors. Every edition we give a different color. So some of the instructors that have been with us over the years, they've got a whole collection of different samplers from us. Because for some instructors, it's really expensive to ship. I think especially the Aussies and the Japanese. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So the Clint one is really nice. I chose it because I felt like all the colors were nice. You know, sometimes the pack comes with colors that are just so-so. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this time around, this pack has a lot of nice ones. So I thought it was a winner.
I just love your little tangle.
Can you see
I
my
always
towel now?
no.
Okay.
It's weird,
For the
isn't
moment,
it?
I thought you
Usually,
could see my towel at last.
no,
Yeah.
I can't. Really, really shitty. Really shitty.
Mm, Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I am finished with both towels.
Okay.
Mm. And so actually, my last question, which you already answered, was let's talk a bit
Mm-hmm.
about how AE can help new CZTs in the community. But then you've already answered that. So do you want to give me one last question or something, or do you want to talk
Um.
about some other project that you're working on? We probably have time for one last one. So it's 5:14 here. So we started at 4 p.m. It's 5:15. So we've gone on quite a while actually. We've chatted quite a while. I enjoyed myself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, I am not currently working. I mean, apart from the summer course and the Tinsel All the Way will be coming back the end of the year. I'm gonna be away, of course, for 4 weeks. But Would it be okay to ask about the project that you're working on, like the CZT and
Oh, sure. You can ask. I've got so this year is pretty full on for me. Um,
mhm,
I have so AE will launch on the 25th of May. So we are
mhm,
actually taking in registrations all the way until May the
mhm,
5th, right? But please don't wait until the
mhm.
last day to sign up because I mean you want to have your kid, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes we sell out very early. So try not to, if you're coming, try not to wait till the last week to sign up.
Mhm,
And then so AE launches on the 25th. We will have a pre-launch party the weekend before, like we always do. So
mhm,
that would be the whole of May. So after that, I have an event in Singapore called Zenacity.
mhm,
So Zenacity is an in-person hybrid event. So we have people joining us live in person as well as online. Um,
mhm,
and at the end of the year in October, I will be flying in to join Midori in Kyoto. So
mhm.
Midori has an event that she invited me to teach at in Kyoto, and Tomomi will be there as well with us.
Oh,
So three of us will
oh
have
wow.
a day's event in Kyoto, and this is the
Mhm.
first time that we'll be together live in Japan. So it's really exciting for me. And from there,
Yeah.
I will try and catch up with some of my friends who are there based in Japan. So the last time I went to Japan, so I've been to Japan many, many times. I think at least 5 or 6 times.
Mhm.
Um, um, but this was more than 10 years ago. So my last trip to Japan was 2015. So this is
Wow.
my 10-year anniversary of not going to Japan. Well, kind of. Yeah, and it's quite funny in some ways. Life really goes around in circles, they say, right? Thank you, Prima. Yeah, so I think Prima is leaving. Thanks, Prima. Yeah, so life goes around in circles. I'm actually quite excited about this Japan event. So the Japanese
Mhm,
event is actually still on an early bird discount, I think to the 25th of March or 24th of March.
mhm.
And we are almost sold out for the in-person participants,
Wow.
but you can still join us online. Yeah. So it's going to be held in Kyoto at ancient temple. So this temple
Mhm,
is a really old, really sacred temple in Kyoto. Um,
mhm.
and I'm really excited about that because in autumn, Japan is really gorgeous in the
Oh
autumn.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And hopefully after everything is done in Japan, I get to take a little bit of a holiday. Just a little. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's
I
all.
will be.
That's all for me, I guess, this year. That's a
uh,
lot already, I think.
yeah. 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 I do want to take a little bit of time off after I come back from Canada
Yeah.
because it's going to be so busy. Welcome to
Dory
Japan,
says,
Midori
welcome
says.
to Japan.
Oh, I would love to visit Japan. Oh, it's been a childhood dream of mine too.
Mm.
Well, if you have
So the next
answered, if
time
you.
Midori is looking for an instructor, you should go and tell her that you are available.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Midori, I'm available.
Wow, so,
Thank you
so
for the
someone
tangling
is
session.
someone is working on an Opus tile for FYIC 2025. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yes. I did my opus tile as well.
Mm.
It's such a big such a big I lost the English word. A big
tile
tile. It's a
size.
big
Yeah, it's a
tile.
big piece of paper.
Yeah.
Tell me whenever you come to Japan, Midori says. So Midori is telling you,
Wow.
Hilda, tell me whenever you come to Japan. So you're gonna be really busy, Hilda. Like you're gonna go to Perth and then you're gonna go to Kyoto, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Okay, honey, I am done with my towel. Are you done? Do you want to share something about your towel before we go off?
Um, no, I am just really grateful that I found this paper, and I'm sure it's going to be. I think it's going to be a success because the reason why I started my own line of tiles is that the shipping costs go through the roof,
Mm,
and everything becomes so expensive. So it's really wonderful. I'm still looking for a brown one, and
mhm,
I'm working on a red one too. So no, I think I'm done.
mm,
I will be finishing this one later.
okay. Yeah, hi Pauline. Yeah.
Hi,
I I
Pauline.
I thought it was Pauline Herbert, but I didn't want to say Pauline in case I was wrong. Yeah, I
So
recognize your
registration.
handle and I recognize the name Pauline Herbert, but my brain just can't connect today. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
So the registrations will be open until
5th of May.
the 5th of May. So that's
Mm.
2 months, right?
Yeah,
So
please don't wait till the last day.
anyone, no,
Yeah.
anyone who would love to receive an amazing kit, because Debbie always makes an amazing kit and wants to join this wonderful event where you can learn a lot and you can teach, please join because you're not going to be disappointed.
Oh.
It's amazing. And one of the Dutch CZTs told me that she is participating, and it's just amazing. Thank you so much, Debbie, for the
Thank you,
lovely time. It's been a
Hilda. I
while
hope
that we
I
had
yeah,
a chat.
I hope that you enjoyed today. I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was lovely.
Okay. It's not that bad now, is it?
Sorry?
It's not that bad, is it?
Well, maybe for the ones wanting to visit my website, if you want to go to my
Mhm.
website, it's or the W you don't really use anymore, do you, these days? It's
Dot
act2tangle.com,
com.
and there is a language widget on the left corner downwards on my website. So if you speak English, you can easily translate.
Yeah. You need to check
And
out the mini trees. They are really cute. The mini trees. So I'm showing them my mini tree from your shop. It's a mini tree. See, this is the official tree towel from Zentangle Inc. And this is the mini one from Hilda's shop. So it's so
yeah,
cute.
there's actually sort of a backstory on that, because years ago, before I had the 3Z, because it took me a while, to produce them myself, because they're all handmade. All my tiles are handmade. I cut them myself, and I put a stamp on it. There's no company I use for that, so it's all made with love. I have like a first aid kit of lovely small tiles. There's a round one in it, there's a diamond in it, there's the 3C kind in it, and a square one. And
Mm,
it's lovely. I mean, we all know that when you go out, sometimes you get in a situation that you're thinking, oh, I wish I could draw right now. So if you have your emergency small tile kit with you, you can do it everywhere, anywhere you go. And
mm.
that's why I started the small lines the small lines, tangles, tiles. And I'm working on a gray one as well.
Oh, I like them. I need I need to meet you somewhere so that I can purchase them from you. Don't
Yeah,
send
yeah,
anything, honey. The shipping is just too much these days.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah,
Well, tell me, well, I can, you will be visiting Europe, right? Maybe I can send some to Nina.
yeah. That's another possibility. So I'll be there. I think I arrive. Uh, okay. So I arrive. So this is how I remember stuff these days. I can't remember the date for the life of me, but I remember that I'm flying the day after Good Friday and before Sunday Easter. So I'm arriving on that Saturday.
Is that March or is that April?
April.
Oh,
That's
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 April, right?
that's I think it's 19 April. Could be wrong. Yeah. So I actually arrived during Easter. And because it's Easter, I'm not going to be bothering anyone. So I will be by myself for like 2 days and I'll be working because I would like to get some. Uh, Susan and I have a project that I have not started that I need to get
Hmm.
cracking on. And
Uh-huh.
so that 2 days will be spent rushing that project. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, well, this year is really really weird for me. Really strange for me also this year, but also very different and very exciting and a lot is going on. So, yeah. Okay, honey, are we ready to
Yes,
say bye?
yes. I'm gonna
Is there
wish you a
anything
lovely night.
is there anything else you want to say to we've still got 13 people with us?
Um, Hopefully that the video will be
Oh,
available
me too,
and
yeah.
that it does work out. That it does work out. And
Yeah.
hi, Heike. No, I think we said every. What time is it with you right now?
It's 5:27 in the evening and I
Okay.
yeah. So I think in Japan it's something like 6:30 for Midori and I think I saw her daughter-in-law come in just now. Not sure if Momoi is still around. So do you know that Midori's husband is also a CZT?
What?
And
No,
do you know that her daughter-in-law is also a CZT?
no, I did
So see, you
not.
need to go to Kyoto as well. Maybe I'll see you there one
Oh,
day.
hopefully,
Yeah. Okay, honey.
hopefully. I gotta.
I'll let you
All
go
right,
now. Yeah.
all right.
Keep in touch. I'll text
Bye.
you. See you
All
later.
right.
Thank you for
Bye.
joining us.
Yes.
We're gonna end the live show now. So the next CDTAE live will actually be next week actually, I think. Bye honey. Bye. Yeah,
Bye.
so the next one will be next week. I will put up a notice in my Instagram so that you guys can follow it as well. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for joining us.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.